On Christmas Eve of 1906, wireless operators on ships off of the coast of New England were caught off guard with a strange experience. What would normally be heard at all times would be Morse code, dots and dashes beeping away in their headsets. A new sound was heard that night, though, that of a voice reading the Christmas story from the Gospel of Luke, as well as a violin playing Silent Night. The unknown voice wished them a Merry Christmas, and then the normal Morse code began again. The voice was, in fact, that of Reginald Fessenden, who was an inventor and engineer who had been working on producing voice radios since Marconi's first wireless broadcast across the Atlantic in 1901. After his Christmas experiment, Fessenden continued working to make voice radio a practical reality. In 1907, Lee DeForest invented a new radio tube that was called the Audion. This new tube made transmitting sound modulations considerably more effective and would go on to become part of standard radio equipment. This radio tube was gradually improved upon by others who achieved an increase in both clarity and power. For the next 15 years or so, voice radio was used primarily by engineers and hobbyists who were called hams. This still exists today. Radio still wasn't part of the mainstream household yet, though. The main issue was that the equipment was rather large and required specific technical knowledge to operate. During World War I, while radio was only allowed to be used by the government and the military, substantial efforts were made to improve the technology. This helped many more folks who came back from the war to be quite familiar with the concept. Radio companies began to form to build and sell ready-made machines. In 1920, George Westinghouse, whose company was one of the leading manufacturers of radio equipment, had an idea for making radio into a commercial success. They would offer programming.
So programming enters our world, doesn't it, Jason? And you and I have done many episodes which basically showed that RCA and other of the big early mass communication corporations were all militarized.